Welcome to the 113th episode of the Meeple Society, a podcast about board games hosted by two longtime role players turned avid board gamers. My name is Katie.
I'm Greg.
On this episode, we are recapping the Extra Life 24-hour marathon from earlier this month. What we played, the people who came, some behind-the-scenes stuff, but most importantly, what we raised and how you can still help. But first,
we want to go through some thank yous.
Absolutely.
So we want to thank everyone that showed up and played games. You know who you are. If you were able to come here, play games, hopefully you had a blast. Everybody was happy to see door prizes.
Yes, we had door prizes for the first time this year. It was a lot of fun.
And with those door prizes, if you know of games that you don't want to play and they're still sealed, that'd be great if you could just ship it to us and we can give them out for door prizes.
Even if they're not sealed. A lot of the games that were given away as door prizes were ones that we didn't play anymore, but they're still great games.
Mm-hmm. But there was a lot of sealed games.
There was a lot of sealed games still, yes.
Yep.
But
so we're always looking for donations
even anything
for that.
just in good condition. So yeah, that's going to be something new we do for those who show up to play and commit 24 hours of their weekend to helping us out.
And there was a few. I hope you marked those down who stayed for 24.
It's on a different list. I don't have that with me.
That's right.
I thought about that a second ago.
I have a kind of an idea of who was there.
And it's kind of funny because as you go through, the list we're going to go through later has all the games we played and who played it. And you'll see a lot of reoccurring themes on names here because some people were here. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, so the 24-hour list was you and me, Justin, Joe,
Doug from Meeple Nerds.
Yes, Doug. Brian Ludo.
Was he? I don't think he was here all 24. Did he come in about
within
an hour
the first
late?
half hour.
Okay, so
he was here the
that.
first half hour.
We'll count that.
He just didn't get in quite fast enough to get onto the first game. Yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but I think that's it.
But I think that is it because everybody else, they were there late.
All the ladies from the group left right around sunup or earlier.
Mm-hmm. And then we had some new
Brittany
people
left
come in.
like about noonish.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Sarah and Brittany both left about
noon.
noon.
There was quite a few with 12 hours in. There was a few
that had like 16 to 18 hours.
And then there was like 4 or 5 of us that actually had like 36 hours in because of the setup and everything else without having a nap. So
yeah.
And a lot of these people that came straight from work.
They did. So they were all, they'd all been up since early in the morning.
So they were up that late. So.
Yep.
Okay, so next one, we have a very big thank you to put out, and that's to producer Justin, because without him, none of this would be possible. I mean, we had some interesting technical issues right at the start. If you watched from the very beginning, we were having mic issues. The problem is in this house is where he had the base station set up, which was at your work desk.
And my work desk, yes.
In our dining room. And there is a wall between that and the game room.
Yeah.
But there's also a staircase between that. And the Wi-Fi isn't the greatest in this house, even though we have extenders and everything. Yeah. And we were using Wi-Fi mics on the tables, and it was just cutting in and out.
So the first game, we apologize. The audio is horrible. Mm-hmm. Fast forward past that first game. We will play that first game again next year because it was a riot.
So
we need to do that one again.
When we went to, at one point, when we finally figured out exactly what was
happening,
wrong. Because we ended up bringing a computer in.
Yes.
And it took care of it.
Yes.
So that took care of that part for a video game, and then for another board game, which we will get to. And then when we went back to the video game, me and Justin literally moved the entire base studio into the game room.
Yep.
And did not drop the stream.
Nope. I still don't know how you guys managed that, but it
There was
worked.
only one time in the whole 24 hours that we'd lost the stream.
Oh my God.
And that was because Justin was checking something on his phone and accidentally hit the kill button.
I had done the roaming camera for the first time I'd ever done a roaming camera.
And if you watched, you could tell it wasn't the greatest.
It was because it was great when I was in the dining room.
Between this studio and where the base station was at.
That it just started cutting out really bad.
People get lost in our house trying. If they get back to the game room, they're like going, "Which way do I go to get out of here?"
I've had workmen stop near the little intersection between the pantry and kitchen and go, "Okay, I give up. How do I get out?"
Right. It is kind of it was a ranch with the dishes on it, and it's kind of a maze.
If you're watching on YouTube, I will try to show a little bit of that video here.
I
walk
front,
with the phone looking
you walk
at
through
me.
the family room and then through the kitchen
showing
and the front
lunch
room
spread and the whole works. I show it all.
Start walking.
Okay, well,
You're live.
okay. Hey, hi. We're going to give everybody a chance to eat some lunch, and we're going to go check out what's happening up in the studio. Joe has been up there all morning with his game all set up and ready to go. See, everybody's eating lunch. See, tacos. Everybody wants, you all want some, right? You're going to have to come join us. See, it's lunchtime. Okay, well, we're going to go check the studio out, and we're going to show you this gorgeous board. I know we showed you last year, but you're going to see it again.
One gem. So, 3 things.
We are,
Just
hey,
wrap.
we're upside down. Are you kidding me?
No, just wrap.
Okay, I got to turn it over anyway. No, wait, how does that work? Okay, I guess we're going this way.
All right.
We were going to really try and get
The roving
camera going, but we was having trouble with Wi-Fi issues.
We were having Wi-Fi issues, but it did after the first probably 4 a.m. There wasn't ever a second game going on, other than back here where Joe was occasionally running a game of Hero Quest.
Right. Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. Everything else was over in the family
everything
room.
was in the right. Well,
in the game room or in the family room.
but even then, the last game shut down up there probably by 3 a.m. because I think that's when a lot of the ladies left from the ladies group. Mm-hmm. And there was nothing else played out there. At that point, we were just on the main table. So why have a roaming camera when everything's on the main table? So
that's okay.
It didn't work out the way we hoped.
Thank you, Justin.
Yes.
Like we said, this would not been able to have happened if it wasn't
we would
for
have
you.
been, it would have been a rough 24 hours without him, for sure.
But yeah, just seeing his mind the gears going constantly through those 24 hours is probably what kept him awake. Although he hit the coffee a couple times.
He
I know
did
that.
hit the coffee. He came back and laid down for a few minutes, and then we lost overhead, and he had to get up and come fix that.
Yeah. So he didn't get to be down. Well, I know he was out relaxing basically in our green room, which was our family room that we kind of had cordoned off, so it's a little quieter with sound resistant doors up and everything. But he was able to go into the quiet though. But when we lost overhead, he kind of had to come back and fix it though. But it was amazing just to watch him move this whole production into another room. Yeah. So we got better reception. Yeah. And not lose the stream, and then only lose the stream because he accidentally hit a button. Kill switch.
He hit the kill switch on his phone by accident.
So if you go to YouTube and you see 4 different ones instead of just 3, the first one's kind of short.
Yeah, it's just me walking through the house.
Should be short. Yeah.
It is literally just me walking through the house.
Mm-hmm. So thanks again, Justin. Yeah. If you guys all want to comment, thank you, Justin, on the videos. On YouTube or on Spotify.
He'll see it.
Feel free. We'll let him know it's there. Also, a special thanks to everyone who donated to the Extra Life. This is why we do the marathon, because it's like, if you've not seen our marathon or know what Extra Life is a foundation that was
it was like
founded by a young girl.
Oh, her dad.
I don't remember exactly what it was.
I don't remember
but it was
the whole
for
story,
children's hospitals from the get-go.
Yeah. Yes.
It was for a cause for that. And people, it started as a video game
in 2008,
fundraiser.
I think.
And people would live stream and take donations for Extra Life, which would go to the Children's Miracle Network. And you can pick what hospital you wanted to go to, a local hospital where you're at, or if you just donated through us, it went straight to Riley Hospital. Yeah. We see none of the money.
Nope.
It goes straight to the fund in Extra Life, and Extra Life takes that 100% of that money and takes it and sends it to the hospitals that were allocated, where they're allocating it to. Yep. So it's a great cause. I was a Riley kid. That's why we do Riley Hospitals. A Riley kid meant that I spent time at Riley Hospital when I was a kid. So, I owe them my life. The first 2 months of my life, I believe, I was in Riley Hospital. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to go through and personally thank each and every one of you that donated to the cause.
A lot of these people were actually here too, so that helps.
So first off, though, is Quapla Nerds. They are our co-hosts.
Yes.
Doug and Mary.
We've known Doug and Mary now for since 21? I think we met them in 21 at the retreat.
At
And it
the
was literally
retreat.
a 5-minute thing. They were leaving for the airport. We were sitting down for the day. Adil introduced us.
Yeah. And we had just met Adil, too.
And we had just met Adil like the night before.
And all three of these people live right here in Indianapolis.
We've become very good friends ever since. You know, since they're local, they're gamers also. They have their own YouTube channel. We just kind of hit it off right away, and they came the first couple years, and then first year, and then I think for the last 3 years they've actually been co-hosts with us.
Yeah.
So it's been a joint venture, and that's how Meeple Live came about.
Yeah, it's part of Meeple Society and
Cooperative of Nerds. Right.
So if you didn't know, you do now.
That's right.
Now you know the rest of the story. Okay, so Cooperative Nerds is our big thanks. Thank you for help co-hosting and everything. And secret, we might actually have another co-host next year.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens. Okay.
Would that be a tri-host? Or is it still just co-host?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay.
You want to start it off?
I will start off. Okay, so we're not going to go into how much everybody gave.
We're just going to say thank you.
Important, but thank you. So I want to thank Kathy Hooper, somebody I work with, Heather Dawson, Oak Street Funding, Chrissy Gish, again, somebody I work with, Anonymous. We have our suspicions.
We know who that is.
We have our suspicions, but I don't know if they went under Anonymous, and that's fine. Mary Ann Paris, Robin April, Catherine, I always mispronounce her name, Carola Clark, and David Robinson.
We also have, how do you pronounce that last name? It's Courtney
Naff?
Naff?
I think it's Naff.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Courtney, if you're listening. I butchered your name. Probably. Retro Pixel, Justin, Jackie, Groot, and Rocket. Justin is producer Justin.
Yes.
Joy and Adam McDaniels. Thank you. Tabletop Toolbox. Thank you. That's another YouTube channel, board game YouTube channel.
Another good friend we met at the retreat.
Yep. Jen Sutton, Amanda Ganal. Did I get that right?
I think so.
I hope I got that right, Amanda.
I don't know. I think that's somebody Justin works with.
Yep.
So.
Miranda Linville. Thank you, Miranda. Brittany Lemaster.
She was actually here till like noon,
she was
2 o'clock, something like that.
She had a lot of tickets in the draw.
She did have a lot of tickets in the draw.
Because you got the more money you.
If you were here and donated money to boot.
That was the word I was looking. Why can't I think of the word donate?
Yeah.
But if you donate money, you got a certain amount of tickets to go into the door prizes.
Yep.
And Christy Browns.
Yes.
Am I right on that? Browns?
Yes, it is
Christy
Browns. Yes. All three, the last three there were all ladies from the ladies group that I'm with.
Okay.
So, all right. And Katie Stanfield, thank you. She also is too. And we spell our name the same, so yay. I don't know very many people who spell it that way. All right, Brian Ludo, he was one of the almost 24 hours. He stuck it out till 8 o'clock with us.
23.75 hours.
There you go. Calliope Bush, Tiffany Hufford, Sarah Olivier, I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name, Sarah.
Gomez.
Gomez, there you go. They're also all part of my ladies group. Omar Hernandez, another friend from the retreat.
The Dice Tower retreat.
Thank you. Brittany Goodpaster.
Dennis Royal.
Denise.
Sorry, Denise. Jonica Drake. Is that how you would pronounce that?
I think so.
Or is it Hanukkah Drake?
I don't know.
Sorry. Mr. or Mrs. Drake. Angela Witt or Hewitt? Hewitt. Angela Hewitt. Tracy.
You got all the hard ones.
Jessica Urig or Tracy
Urig.
Karen Walker, Tiffany Thomas, and John Kohler. And you've heard us talk about John, so.
Yep. All right.
So those were everybody who backed. Thank you. So now we're going to go into the marathon. We're going to go game by game. Yeah. I mean, some games we will talk about.
One point, the link is still live.
Oh, yes.
So go to the easiest way to get to it is just going to the website meeplesociety.com, and I will post a link I'll post a link here if you're watching it. I will also post it in the credits.
Yep.
Or not in the credits, but in the show notes.
Yep. And the links to the actual stream
yes,
where you
so-
can see all the stream is there.
All of the stream note links are there.
And there's a picture
And there's a
of the four
donate.
of us.
Yep, there's a
Justin
donate
wouldn't put it
button.
in, even though he was producer.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't a co-host. Maybe next year we'll get him on there.
There you go.
But you can see him in some of the videos if you watch the videos.
He's in quite a few of the videos, actually. Okay, but anyway, we wanted to say that. So you can still help out if you want to. We've actually raised, what was the totals?
We have, so far to date, is 1,930.
Okay, guys.
I would love to make 2,000 by the end of the year.
We need to get another $70, and we'll be good.
I mean, not just 70.
No,
as
more,
much
okay,
as you
more.
want to donate. If you
More.
haven't donated and still want to, meeplesociety.com, there is a link there
Yes.
that you can go and it'll...
Yeah,
so you
take
can
the
donate straight to it.
off. Apparently, the Meeple Society was already taken,
Yeah.
so it is just meeplesociety.com.
Yes. Did I say the?
No, but I just want to make
Okay.
sure
Yeah,
that...
it's just meeplesociety.com.
Yes. Okay.
So, yeah. So, thanks again if you've donated. If you're not, there you go. You can go donate there.
All right.
And like I said, we see none of the money.
Nope. Well, we do right here.
We see how much has been raised.
Right. So we can see it. We just
Yeah,
we
and
just
if
don't
you
see
donate,
it.
I'll get the alert that, hey, look at that. And
Yep.
and as they come in over the year, if we get new ones, we'll actually mention your name then, too.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, off to the gaming
Off to
thing,
the
which
games.
started right at 8 p.m.
Yeah, we started right at 8 p.m. And like I said, this first game was a little choppy because of the sound issues we were having, but we taught everybody who was here at the time, Green Team wins. Now, Green Team wins it's kind of a trivia game, but it's not really a trivia game. It's a party game. There's 15 questions in total, and there's 3 different types of questions. And you reveal a question and everybody answers it secretly, and the majority, whoever was on the majority side of the answer, becomes part of the green team, and you get a point. So you do your second question and everybody answers, and again, whoever was on the majority team, whoever had the answer the majority of the people stated, becomes or stays on the green team. Everybody else goes to the orange team. Orange team doesn't get points. Only the green team wins. So the goal is to get onto the green team and hopefully stay there. The top score was 21 points. I had 6. It was bad.
I don't think, well, no, I think I had a decent. I scored a
think
lot.
you
I
had,
think I doubled, at least doubled my score from when we
I
played
think
this
you
at the
had
Dice Fire Retreat.
everybody was hovering in the 10 to 15 range, except for Mary, who had 21, and me, who had 6. So apparently I am not good at groupthink.
Yeah, you think
but-
too much outside the box, I guess?
I guess I do. But I mean, it's interesting questions. So like there's 3 different types of questions. One is just a blank, word and a blank.
Fill in the space.
Yeah, fill in the blank. So it's like star blank. Or I think there was one we had blank night. I said game night. Everybody else said something else. I thought game night was the most obvious choice at a board game marathon, but apparently nobody else did.
I don't even remember what I put down.
I
on that
don't
one.
know.
I know it wasn't game night.
But then there's one like it's a best of 3 or one choose 3. It's 3 options, A, B, or C. And I don't remember any of the ones we had. I remember one, ironically, from the retreat when we played it, was like, what is the most destructive in the U.S.? Hurricanes, tornadoes, or earthquakes?
That was the one from the retreat.
I
yes.
said that was one from the retreat. And it turned into a really big debate afterwards.
Because most of you guys said, what was it, earthquakes?
I think everybody said earthquakes.
Except for me. I said tornadoes because I grew up in the Midwest.
Right.
I've seen the destruction.
That a tornado does.
A
And
tornado
the argument
does.
was the tornadoes are so, I don't want to say narrow focused, but they're isolated. Whereas earthquakes just hit everything in the area. And there was hurricanes that hit just whole states. It was an interesting conversation between the 6 of us because everybody else lived out west.
But the reason y'all didn't even want to listen to my reasoning why tornadoes were more deadlier. There are more tornadoes a year than there are hurricanes and
That's
earthquakes.
true. That is very true. And they are becoming harder.
Probably by
bigger and better.
100 times more.
Yeah. Okay.
There's been 16 in Indiana alone since April.
Wow.
And this is just the beginning of June.
Yeah, we're still at just the start of tornado season. Okay, anyway. And then I think the third question was, it was a this or that. It was a choose between two things, if I remember correctly. So it was interesting. It was interesting. It's a great game. It is a great party game, and it sparks a lot of conversation. But we played that with Doug and Mary were here. Chad, you, me, Joe, and Brittany. So those were the 8 that started. And it is normally just a 6-player game, but knowing we were going to hopefully have more people here, I basically created a few extra pieces so that we could play more people.
Yeah.
So it worked out nicely.
Great game, great debates. It's
my
a
gosh,
lot of
it
fun
really
to play.
is. I'm not a big party gamer. This is a good one.
Yeah.
I really enjoy this one.
The green team is cool, but unless you're on the orange team, then of course, if I'm on the orange team is the cool team.
Okay. Well, I was on the orange team most
We're
of the
the
night.
cool losers.
I never stayed on the green team long.
I wasn't on the green team much, but I was on enough not to lose.
Yeah, well, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, next.
So why do you have? What is this? What is this? That's an hour and 30 minutes. Is that what it said?
No, it started at 1.30, 1 minute 30 seconds into the stream.
But then you go to 24,
Because it's just the way that Excel does times.
and then it goes back to 3.
Because
3 hours. Okay,
3 hours.
I get
yes.
it now.
It's timestamps. We're looking at the timestamp list of
Of the games.
of the videos. So after the stream was over, I went back to all the videos. I timestamped everything. So if you're looking for a specific game, it's easy to find on the channel, inside of the stream itself, inside of the video. But he's never looked at the timestamps before. So, and Excel does anything between 24 and 60. It does weird. It adds the extra zeros on there.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway,
so right after that, Mary was going to have to leave. She was
Yes.
only going to be able to be there for a time because she had some friends from out of state come
yeah.
in, and then there was
a funeral on
she
Saturday.
had to go to on Saturday,
Yeah.
so she wasn't going to be staying because her friends were in town and she needed to entertain them.
Yeah.
Plus, they had the kids, so we knew she wasn't going to be there all 24 hours, though. But she was hoping to get back on Sunday, which she never did.
She was never able to,
But that's
yeah.
all right, though. So we told Mary, pick out this next game. Which game do you want to play? And she wanted to play Sanctuary.
Yes.
This is a new game Katie got,
Yes.
which is
it's
adjacent to
it's
Ark
an Ark
Nova.
Nova adjacent.
It's basically the zoo building part made more complicated.
Yes. So, all right. So Sanctuary is, like I said, Ark Nova adjacent, basically. Instead of cards and polyomino hex tiles, you're now it's just straight up hex tiles.
Textiles.
And the hex tiles are different animals. You're no longer trying to put animals into specific habitats. These now are the habitats. But it also comes in with there's other pieces to it that you can add in. So yeah, I really enjoy the game. It was a lot of fun. I don't remember who won. Who was it? Doug and Mary, and then Brittany and I.
Now we
that
did review this, right? Have we reviewed
I
Sanctuary?
don't think we've actually done a full review on it yet.
I was thinking we did that already.
No, I don't think we have because it still has a big old R on it.
Does it?
On
Okay.
we label our
So
stuff.
it's one we're going to have to review here.
So we'll get another play of it in, and we will do a first look at it maybe next episode.
Yep, there you
Okay,
go.
so I won't go into too much with it today. All right, so after that, we switched over to Sonic. Mary had to take off, so we switched over to the video side, and Doug entertained everybody for about an hour with a game of Sonic, with Sega Genesis Sonic. Mm-hmm. I don't know anything about video games, so don't expect me to explain them.
Sonic, it's a 2D game. I know there
2D
is
dimension.
a actual video term for the way the game is. It's like the old video game arcade games where
The 8-bit?
You're looking for kind of.
Is it? Oh,
But you're
I don't
looking
know.
from the side.
Okay.
As your person runs across the screen, and when
Right.
it gets over here, all of a sudden the screen shifts, and now you're over here, and you're coming across. Right. And you're going around. It's kind of like Mario Brothers, but it's in the same vein as Mario Brothers, where you're collecting coins, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, you're going down little tunnels, and
It got played a lot, actually. I think I ended up typing that in 3 times.
Yeah, I think it got played a couple times.
Because, Eric played it later in part 3 because everybody was eating breakfast. So Eric just got on there and entertained everybody with Sonic for a minute.
So hour 3, Doug plays Sonic for about an hour.
For an hour, yeah.
So you get to watch Doug play Sonic, which is kind of cool. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sitting beside him because I'm trying to watch his
chat.
The live chat to relay to him that there's things on live chat that he can respond to. So I'm not quite on screen. You might see my leg or my arm, or maybe at one point I lean in. I don't remember. People kept telling, "Why don't you sit beside him?" I was like, "I don't need to. I'm just trying to read the chat, so you'll hear me." Yeah.
All right. So after that, Doug took a break.
Yep.
And Justin taught pedal to the metal, Heat pedal to the metal. You were in it, Katie, the other Katie. Catherine was here for a very short. She was another one that was in and out multiple times throughout the stream because she had other commitments on Saturday. And then Brittany and Brian, and then of course Justin.
And of course Justin teaching it.
So Heat is, he wanted to play it.
And a couple of them had played it.
Yeah.
But some of them had never played it before.
Oh, so he got a good chance of
and
teaching it.
And we used
so
kind of the Legends thing where we had the extra car out there. And they thought, just like we did because we have played through everything of Heat except for the newest expansions of, Dirt Roads or something like that.
Yeah.
We always thought, with the Legends, it puts all the cars out, whether you're driving it or a bot is driving it.
Yeah.
They all said, "Oh, that guy cheats."
Yes, they cheat.
Because they don't have to slow down in the corners.
Nope.
There is a number. There's 2 numbers out on the card when you flip over the card, and that color goes to either. If it passed the Legends line, it goes to a certain number down the row, like 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or whatever, or it does the number and goes as far as it can on that number.
Yeah.
And so.
It was, I love the game. I do. It is one of Justin's favorites, probably because we live in Indy and it's Indy racing. It's IndyCar, so.
And actually, it's Formula One.
Is it okay, well, whatever. Anyway.
There is it's a fan-made Indianapolis Motor Speedway track out there.
Ooh.
Bruce, I believe, has it.
We might have to find out from Bruce where he got it. That would be a cool Christmas present for Justin.
Yeah, there are maps out there of the NASCAR tracks and some of the IndyCar tracks that you can that are fan made.
You can get made. That would be a cool Christmas present for Justin and Jackie.
The Motor Speedway.
That would be. Okay, so after that game wrapped up, Doug and Adil is the person responsible for introducing us to Doug and Mary 4 years ago. But they sat down and played about half an hour of Midnight Resistance, again, Sega Genesis. I, again, know nothing about this game. So it's a video game.
Oh, I'm in the wrong part. I was down part 2. I was like, where do you see that at, though? But at 5 hours and 32 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yes.
If you're keeping time.
Yeah. After that.
Yeah, as I say, going back to the game. I don't know a lot about the game. I was too busy setting things up.
Yeah, we were getting ready for the next game.
I'm thinking this was the point that we were moving the station.
No, because I thought that was moved before Heat. Because
was it?
Yeah, matter of fact, I think you guys moved it during Sanctuary. Because at some point we lost side views on Sanctuary because the wires we had bought a few years ago started shorting out on us, and we had to take them down. So you guys moved everything during Sanctuary because that was a 2.5 hour game.
I know it was during one of the video games is when we moved it. We didn't move
so
it during one of the board games. It must have been during.
It was during Sonic then because we lost the side views during Sanctuary. Because I remember looking up and seeing the side views were gone.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was 3 hours in.
Justin, if you're listening, comment.
Yeah,
he'll let you know. Anyway, so Midnight Resistance, like I said, I was doing something. I know that.
Yeah, well, it was only half hour. You were probably getting food.
I was constantly busy doing something.
Well, and actually at that point it was 2:00 in the morning, so who knows? If you think about
2
it.
o'clock in the morning, I may have been
getting food or caffeinating, yeah. Very possible.
Or eating more, what was out there? It was just snacks then.
I think at that point it was just snacks. We'd already thrown the pizza away, or we threw the pizza away at breakfast.
So it might have been some more pizza. Didn't we have something else out there too? Maybe not.
No,
just
not
snacks.
for dinner. Just snacks and pizza.
Okay. Anyway, So yeah, if you're able to make it, you get there's food. We usually have a donation cup out there for people want to help donate because it takes a lot of money to get the snacks in there.
Well, and it's hard because you just never know how many are going to be here, and
Right.
you don't want. I am one of those. I would rather have too much than not enough. So therefore, I always go overboard, which kind of sucks, but whatever. See, I won't tell you how much I spent on food this year.
Yeah, but like you
it was
said,
a lot.
we always make sure we have enough, and usually
there was
have
plenty.
way more than enough. But it's better to have way more than enough and not enough for everybody.
Yes.
Anyway, so we're going on here to we are
Catan.
playing in part 1. Catan
Chad,
3D printed board.
Chad, that's his favorite game.
Now, this isn't the deluxe 3D
No,
version that was sold out in stores and stuff. This was a personal printed, 3D printed one by our friend
3D
Chad
printed
from
and painted.
Board Game Indie.
Yes. So Chad wanted to get this played. It's one of his favorite games of all time, and it's one of Justin's favorite games of all time.
And
so
nobody
he
will
brought
play it with him
So
because he always wins.
who won this one? I
He
didn't
did
even
not.
hear.
Brian won this one.
Oh, okay.
Brian kind of snuck in at the end because people stopped trading with Justin.
Of
'cause
course.
he jumped out to an early lead.
Gotcha.
So Justin ran into his exact same problem that
Yep.
nobody would trade with him. And then at one point, he had the longest road, he had the most armies, and then suddenly they just started picking them away.
Yeah.
Brian took the longest road, and
Okay.
then he came out right at the end. He built another building, and he put out another army, which gave him the biggest army and won the game.
Of course.
So
Okay. Well, anyway,
you can all see that in the video.
It was a really neat 3D printed board. So Chad taught Catherine. Well, I don't know if he taught it. I don't know if everybody already knew how to play it. But
I think
Catherine
he just did an overview of it.
Okay, Catherine, Brian, and Justin played with him. So
Mm-hmm.
that was it was a really neat to look at. All right, and then we wrapped up the first part of the stream with King of Tokyo. And that was you and I, Brittany, Brian, and Justin played that one. And I remember, I think I was the first one out, if I remember correctly. I died pretty quickly because I got into Tokyo and
I think I took you
I
out.
stayed around too long is what happened. Yeah, you probably did take me out. I wouldn't doubt it.
But I think you were out of Tokyo by then. I was in Tokyo.
Yes, I was
and
already out of
took you
Tokyo. But with 5 people playing, I think, but it got past me and I didn't roll any hearts. I only rolled 1 heart. By the time I was taken out, I only had 1 life left, and it was still 2 people till my turn. And whoever was in Tokyo, did me in.
Yeah, I don't remember who won this. I don't think I did. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I
can look. No, it doesn't really matter.
Don't give away all the secrets.
Well, there you go. You
Make
guys
them have
just
to
watch and find out.
Find out.
Okay.
Okay, so after that we went into part 2, the second stream.
We switched streams at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Yep, opening at 4 a.m. We played Family Business. So I sat down with you.
It was
Katie. It just says Katie. So
yeah, it was me. Katie.
so
It's Katie. The other Katie
Sarah,
had already
me,
left.
Brian, and Justin, and taught them Family Business.
Yes.
This is another game that gets played later too, because
Yeah.
we needed a short game before we did the finale.
Right. And we haven't talked about Family Business in a long time.
No.
So, and that is a more obscure game. It's not like Catan. People, I mean, everybody has heard of Catan. I hope you've heard of Catan.
Yeah.
Same with King of Tokyo. They're both very big games.
Yeah, this is a game I taught when we worked with Mayfair at Gen Con one year.
Yeah.
And this is all about gangsters, the mafia families. I don't think they're just in New York, but they're all over the place.
They're all over the place, yeah.
From like during Prohibition
20s and 30s,
stuff.
yeah.
But the whole game is you're trying to off the other
Yeah.
families and be the last family standing. So you're sending out contracts to other family members of the mafia families and putting them in a line. And that's basically the assassination line, I guess you call it. They just say the line, the hit list.
It's the hit list.
Then you put them on a hit list, and then if someone ever declares a mafia war, the hit list starts getting deleted. The person who's on the wall gets assassinated and goes in the box in this little spot that says R.I.P. It's the grave.
Yep.
But there's ways you can take your person off the hit list, or swap them out with somebody, or shove them to the end of the line so they're not. So you have another chance to get them off the list.
It's a lot of chaotic fun.
Yeah, there's ways to stop the mafia war. There's ways to stop people from contacting you because you have like the mob family, or there's another one that will stop it. One of them, if you can stop them from putting yours on there and now they have to put
Theirs,
one of
you can
theirs
swap
on
them
there,
out.
or you could swap 2 out for
Yeah.
another 2. It's crazy, and just
It
the
is-
conversations you have during it.
Yes.
It's a lot of laughs. You have to go in knowing that
Yes.
it is
This
all take
is-
that.
This is
but
one of those
it's
games
a fun take that.
you cannot avoid the take that in that. But yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
go in with the right frame of mind. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, from there we went to meet Goose the cat.
Yeah, Goose came up and wanted
What
to
was I
introduce
doing
herself.
during this?
I don't know. It literally only lasted for a couple seconds, but she jumped up and wanted to meet everybody. She
Okay,
came
so
in
you
being
get to
very
meet
vocal.
one of the cats.
Yeah.
So
All
then
right,
you went on
anyway.
to play summer camp.
Yes, I taught summer camp to Sarah, Brian, and Justin. Well, Justin already
Justin,
knew how
I
to
know.
play.
Justin loves this game.
So I taught to Sarah and Brian,
Mm-hmm.
and we played summer camp. Brian came out to a very early lead. I think Justin won it, though. I don't remember.
Which is
par for the
that
course.
checks out.
Yes.
Because he
So
normally does.
Summer camp is an older, wasn't it a Buffalo game?
Yes,
I
it
don't remember.
is.
It is a Buffalo game. Okay. It was available in Target there for a while, for a long time ago. Well, a few years back.
Yeah, it was a
that-
Target exclusive for a while.
Yeah, we picked up years ago when it first came out because it resonated with us.
Yes.
Everybody in our family have been camp counselors at some point in time. We all spent summers at summer camp, whether it be Girl Scout camp, Boy Scout camp, whatever. We've all been there. So it was a theme that really spoke to us. So it's neat. You've got eight different categories along with your base cards, and you're just choosing 3 per game. So every game you've got a different combination of activities: water sports, or friendship, or meat cooking, handicrafts, all sorts of different. I'm forgetting some of them now. But anyway, all sorts of different sports. I always thought this game was ripe for expansions with just new activities and new
Yeah.
cards. Never happened. Sad. I would love to see some expansions to this. But so the board is totally modular. It is made out of just 9 squares that are different stepping stones down the pathway. Some of the cards will let you just move down the path. Other cards will let you buy new cards. But you're moving down the pathway trying to get to the various merit badges at the end. And the first person down there gets the highest rated merit badge, and then the second highest, etc. There are different bonuses along some of the pathways. So one pathway may let you draw an extra card. Another pathway may let you move an extra step on a different pathway. After that, there's also energy bars you can pick up, and that will give you extra spending power. It is just such a really neat little deck builder. And I should have said that from the start. It's a basic deck builder.
Yes.
Absolutely adore this game.
This kind of came out during COVID. It came out in 2021.
Yeah, maybe that's why it never really saw much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fantastic game. I absolutely love this game.
Yeah.
I think everybody
no
enjoyed it.
expansions.
No,
I was
know
just
that.
checking. Maybe something got by us. We didn't see it, but yeah, there's no expansions.
No, I didn't think so. But anyway, so yeah, that was summer camp. And then from there.
This was a Paul Walker Harding game, too, by
Yeah.
the way. Folks.
Phil Walker Harding?
Phil Walker. I said Paul Walker.
You did
didn't I?
say Paul.
Phil
and
Walker
that is another
Harding.
thing that surprised me, that it didn't go anywhere. It is such a neat beginner. It's an entry level or welcoming, whatever you want to call it, deck building game. Just fantastic.
I mean, it's not like he hasn't done any really good games. Like
Right.
Sushi Go and
Yeah.
Sushi Go, Emotep, Baron Park, Gizmos. Yeah, he's done quite a few there.
Yeah.
My Shelfie, Spellbook,
Cities.
Planted, Tetris.
You've done quite a few.
He
All
did
right.
Llama Land. Anyway,
Anyway, from there we moved back to videos. Doug played, oh my gosh, I don't know how to, Kaji Kai?
something like that.
Something like that. Anyway, so yeah, Doug played that
Kagi
for
Kai.
45 minutes or so.
Yeah, and again,
I don't know
I
anything
wasn't
about
in the
video
room to
games.
see
Yeah.
about this one, exactly what this one is about, but I
No.
have a feeling it is a fighting game, possibly.
I think so.
Not sure
Yeah, I don't
exactly
know.
to look it up or watch it on the second stream. It's at the hour and 52 minutes of the second stream.
Yep. All right. Then we
Then
moved into another party game. Now,
With this-
keep in mind, by this point in time, we are 10 and a half hours into the stream.
So
it
it's
is
in the
currently
middle
about
of the
6
night.
in the morning. 6:30 in the morning.
So
at
we're
this
getting
point.
punch happy here.
Yes. Yes, we are.
So we play a game called Stuff Happens. This is all. If you've ever played, what is that one, that history one? Timeline. If you ever played, not Time Story, but Timeline, where you have to chronologically put things in order.
Yeah.
This
Same
is another
concept.
thing. It's a problem, and you got to figure out, because you have 3 cards in your grid in front of you, and you got to figure out where in your slot it would go.
Stress-wise.
Stress-wise.
Stress, anxiety, whatever.
A stress percentage.
Yes.
Which was thought up about all these. At first, I said doctors, and then we realized they weren't really doctors.
Psychiatrists and psychologists.
Yeah.
And
so they kind of rated them, and they kind of came up with a
and
percentage of where it should be at. So
in
now
the
you got to
anxiety
figure
meter.
out.
Yeah.
So you got to figure out where it's at, and the first
and
person
it's weird
to 10
stuff.
wins.
Like one of them was like losing a fingernail, or dropping your phone in the toilet, or having your computer stolen. It was just all, and then there were some really bad ones.
That was low.
Yeah,
not
like
up near 100%.
the tornado one that was
Yes.
like at 96 or something, and we're all like, "What?
Why?
We're from the Midwest. That's
We're
like
from
a
the Midwest.
4."
Yes, when the tornado sounds go off, we don't go to our safe space. We go outside to see if we can see it. It's
How
like, where do you
close
think
is
it's going
it?
to be at now?
So, I mean, it was funny to just talk about the different scales of some of these as we were playing. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But we did that with, it was you and I, Joe, my brother came out and joined us for that one. Sarah, Doug, and Brian.
had arrived.
No, this is still Sarah Gomez and Doug Bauer.
Was it?
Yes. Doug and Sarah didn't arrive till
Oh,
like
because
noon.
there's an H on it.
Yeah.
That's how we know.
Yeah. So, yeah, Sarah, same
She
Sarah.
comes in later.
She does. But yeah, Sarah and Doug, and then Brian. Yeah,
Okay.
the 6 of us.
So after that, Justin jumps on the Sega
So
and plays Sonic again.
Justin was making breakfast while we were playing Stuff Happens.
Yeah, so he came in and played Sonic.
to play Sonic while the rest of us were eating breakfast. So he makes biscuits and gravy for us every year. So that smell wafting through the house is it's enough to wake you up at 6:30 in the morning. So it was good, very good. But yeah, so he broke out Sonic again.
Yep.
And then we sat down and played Atlantis Rising. You and I sat down with Brian, Doug, and Sarah again. And it gets confusing because we had 2 Dougs here and 2 Sarahs here. So this is still Sarah from Ladies Group.
And 2 Katies.
And 2 Katies.
Spelled the exact same way.
Yes. Very confused. See, that's why with her, I put an S on the end of her name.
Yes.
I put her last
Okay.
initial. Yeah. Anyway,
we played
Atlantis Rising.
This is one that
Yeah.
you thought about before when
Yeah.
we started talking about the list of how many games we wanted and everything, but you'd always thought we'd played it online. I was like, I don't
thought
think
we
we've
had.
ever played it on the 24.
No, I went back and checked my list and we
And
had
we
not.
haven't really talked about it on the podcast either.
No, we have not. So with Atlantis Rising, the idea with that one is that it's a cooperative game and you are trying to get off of Atlantis. You would think that the goal is to save Atlantis. No. You are not going to save Atlantis. Atlantis is sinking and there is nothing you can do about it. You can forestall it. You can stall it a little bit, but you're not going to save it. So the goal of the game is to
Save the people.
to save the people of Atlantis, to get the portal activated and save it. And you activate the portal by getting various resources. So
And
there
building
are
certain
6,
machines.
Yes, and building certain machines. There are 6 spokes to the island, basically 6 peninsulas to the island, and each peninsula does something just a little different. 3 of them give you resources. 1 of them lets you convert a resource into metal so you can actually use it. 1 of them gives you some cards. The library gives you cards that give you one-time strong abilities, and the 3rd one lets you get more people to help. You basically are trying to get more people to your side to help you out. And it's hard. It's a worker placement. So you're placing workers out on the various peninsulas, and each piece of the peninsula, the action is a little easier. But once things start sinking, and if you've put your workers out, so the pattern here is you put all your workers out wherever you want to do that action at, but then the wrath of God happens first.
Yes.
So you've turned over everybody in the game turns over one of the Wrath of God cards or one of the destruction cards, and that tells you what sinks. And if you haven't prepped yourself for that sinking, somebody's not going to get their action, because if you were going for the easy spot on the gold and that part of the island just sunk, you now have to take your workers back and you can no longer try to get that gold. So
Now, the sinking of the island isn't quite like Forbidden Island,
No,
where
it is
you're
not
not
like
sure
Forbidden.
what's going to sink, what cards are about to sink it. It's always the farthest part out.
it's always the farthest part out.
It's just slowly sinking.
You could always hedge your bet and go up one and just hope for a better roll. Because, like, the bottom gold, and I don't have the board in front of me, so I'm not sure. It may be roll a 3 or higher to get a gold. The next one up is going to be roll a 4 or higher, or roll a 5 or higher. So you may have to just, okay, I'm going to, just to hedge my bets, I'm going to go up one and just have to get a better roll for it. That's all. So it's an interesting game. It's one of those games that by the end of it, everybody has to cooperate. Everybody has to be able to provide something to get that final piece of the machine built.
Yeah, and I think this was the first time we've ever played it that by that last couple rounds, everybody wasn't standing up.
Yeah.
Because I think we were doing it on stream, so everybody's kind of trying to stay seated, because if we stood up, you probably wouldn't have seen our heads anymore.
Right. So, yeah, it's one of those games where everybody gets invested. And I really like it. So, yeah, but we played that one.
So we went back to the video games, and Doug was playing Wings of War. And you typed that out as WOR.
That's the way it's spelled.
So it's not really Wings of War. It's Rings of War.
But yes,
WOR.
I double-checked that.
Now,
it's
if
WOR.
you're seeing a pattern here, these were all Sega
Sega
Genesis
Genesis
games. And the reason they're all Sega Genesis, Meeple Nerds, you should go and check it out. They are ranking all the Sega Genesis games. So he brought all Sega Genesis games because he needed to get them played so he could rank them. So that's why you're seeing this, and you're not seeing some of these PlayStation 2s, or PlayStation 2. I think they're on PlayStation 5 now.
Don't ask me.
We're not video gamers, so,
No.
but Doug would know. And if he's listening, he's probably like, yes.
In fact, the last system I think we ever bought was a Wii. And
The original
I just
Wii.
gave it to Justin and to Eric and Journey when they moved out.
Yeah.
They took it with them.
But so that's why you're hearing all Sega Genesis games. These are all Sega Genesis games, and you can go to Meeple Live and see Mary and Doug rank these. So
to Meeple of Nerds.
To Meeple of Nerds. What did I say?
Meeple Live.
Yeah, no, don't go Meeple Live. They won't do it there. Go to Meeple of Nerds, and you can click on their Sega Genesis rankings, and you can see them ranking them. But anyway, so I'm happen to say this is like a dogfighter, maybe. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Dogfighting meaning airplanes fighting.
Yeah.
With it being WOR, it could have been a fantasy flying game. I don't know. I don't remember. If you know, put it in the comments. Or, hey, go watch it.
There you go.
Next, after that, we played a game that we put it on the list because John was coming. He good friend John. We'd never met him yet.
Nope.
He responds to a lot of the podcasts on YouTube.
Yep.
He is a Patreon backer. So he's like, yes, you're a Patreon backer. Come on down.
Yep.
We had a sign we were going to put out for him for Patreon Gold members parking only. So he had his own special parking spot.
He lives about 4 or 5 hours from here, and he was willing to make the drive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he caught a cold.
Yeah, he caught a cold, so he wasn't able to make it. So, John, I hope you've gotten better. I hope you're over the cold. And like I said, next year, there's always next year, and we are really looking at getting out there to
Geekway
to the
Hopefully,
west.
I won't be 3 weeks off of surgery next year.
Yeah, so we can play a list of games when we get out there.
Yeah.
We can just hang out and play games the whole time.
Long story short, we played Downfall of Pompeii.
Yes, because this is the game he wanted to see play himself. So we were going to play it with him, but he wasn't able, so we played it for him.
So it was you, me, and Justin, and then Brian again.
Yes.
And Downfall of Pompeii, again, it's an older game. This was an older Mayfair, wasn't it? Was it Mayfair that did this?
Game.
Okay. We picked this up.
It used to be very easy to find.
Yeah.
Right around COVID, you could find it again, but now it's become
back
really
out.
scarce again.
Yeah. Okay, so we picked this one up after going to Italy and getting to visit Pompeii.
Yeah.
So we picked this up. Did not realize it was a Take That game, but this is one of those games that the Take That is, again, you go into it with the right frame of mind, it's hysterical.
Yes.
So with Pompeii, and I taught this one at of course it's Mayfair, because I taught it for 4 days at Mayfair.
That's why you
Gen
really
Con one year.
liked the game.
Yes. So, all right, so how this one runs It runs in 3 phases. And the first phase, everybody's just you're putting some of your people out into Pompeii and all these different spots, and you play them off of the cards. The cards dictate where you can place your people. And the cards are all numbered to tell you which building they can go into. And then, mind you, there's 7 gates around the outside wall of the city. And the ultimate goal is to get your people back out of the city once the volcano erupts. Keep that in mind. So then you go into phase 2, and now all of the volcano Mount Vesuvius has started to rumble a little bit, and everybody is flocking into the city for safety. Now, we all know how that turned out, but everybody's flocking in. So now whenever you put one of your people, you're still playing cards, you're still putting people into that building. But if there are other people in that building, you now have relatives that you can put into similar colored buildings around the board or into some of the neutrals. So you go through about half the game this way, adding as many relatives as you can get into the game, into it. Well, then Mount Vesuvius actually erupts. And now everybody's realized their poor judgment of going into the city, and they're now trying to get out of the city. So now you take turns putting lava tiles down, and there are 6 different icons around the city that are starting points of the lava. So you can't just drop them anywhere. You have to work off of specific points where the lava is dropping. So it gives you some measure of safety on trying to get your people out, because you can see what's close and what people can't get to before your next turn. So meanwhile, you're trying to get all your people moved, and your people are now moving by city blocks, but they can only move once. They can move the number of spaces based on the number of people in their initial city block they started in. So if there are 3 people in that block, including themselves, they can move 3 spaces, 3 city blocks to get toward an exit. But if they're in that block by themselves, they only get to move 1. I don't know the logic behind that, but it makes for an interesting
you would think the less
strategy.
people, the farther you can run, because there's nobody in your way.
Right.
But the more people, you're fighting to get through there.
Yeah. So it's an interesting game. I very, very much enjoyed this. We had a great game of it.
Oh, yeah.
We were constantly picking on each other and taking people out.
The fun part is, the whole part is to dump the other people's players into the volcano.
As you're dropping lava on people, you're literally just picking their pieces up and dropping them into the volcano on the board. It's fun.
It's hilarious.
It is hilarious. Yeah, I love this game.
A lot of fun. So the next game we played, this is at our 7:20:45 of the second stream. We played Uno Flash. This was for Joy, one of our subscribers.
Yeah. Now, we fit 6 of us around the board because we really wanted to try a 6-player game of this.
Yes, because we had played it 4-player with Doug and Mary.
Yes.
And had a blast with us. So we wanted to play 6. And we've talked about Joy a couple times. She's actually made comments on the podcast.
Yeah,
she
she's
has
an
a huge
Uno lover.
Uno.
Yep.
And this is the one Uno game that we played when we got to the U's.
That we just loved.
Enjoyed it. It was just crazy fun.
Yeah.
But it was Uno Flash with Brian, me, Doug, Jen, you, and Justin.
Yes. So the idea with this one, now y'all know how to play Uno, right? You follow whatever was played before. If somebody played a draw 4, you draw up, blah, blah,
the
blah.
next player
all
draws.
That. With this one, there is a computer aspect to it. So kind of like, if you remember the old game of Simon, you kind of have to, if the computer tells you it's your turn, you go. The problem is that, okay, great, I'm playing this yellow draw 2 for the next player to have to draw 2, except the computer decides I get to go again.
Yeah, you hit your button when you're done, and then it tells who's the next player.
Even though I just played it.
Yes.
So it's very random. You have to really watch to make sure that it's your turn to go. And I kept watching the middle one where it was going around, not my button, and I kept, it was so confusing.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun.
You have to hit your button after you play the card, because if you don't now and the buzzer goes off, you got to draw 2 cards.
Yep. You draw 2 cards.
Yeah, and the slap.
The slap. Yes,
whoever
the slap
plays
cards.
the slap card has to hit this other button that says Uno on it, and then everybody else races to hit their own button.
Yes, the last person to do it.
And the person who does it ends up hitting their button, and it doesn't go off correctly. And, but if they do actually get it right, then everybody's just beating this poor machine to death trying to get their button to stop.
Oh, my gosh.
Completely.
It is so funny.
it's just, as I would say,
Yeah.
fun chaos.
It was so fun.
It was a blast. If you ever get to try Uno Flash, I would suggest playing it. It is fun, and with 6 players, it
Oh
makes
my
it
gosh!
even
I
that
mean,
more
4 players
enjoyable.
was still fun.
Yeah, 4 players was
6,
fine.
we had a hard time getting everybody around the table.
Yeah,
but it worked.
It worked.
And keeping it on camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
But
It was
the
hysterical.
the game board did not stay in place.
No.
And they try when you had to draw cards really fast. Because
Yes.
if you had to draw 2 and it was your turn, you had to draw. The cards were kind of hard to get out of those
Out of that little well.
little tray in the middle. And you couldn't hit your button until you had the cards drawn. So if you fumbled with the cards, you're going to end up drawing 2 more because
Yeah, it was fun.
It was
It
crazy.
was great. Okay, at that point, I took a break. You
took a
guys
break?
broke out Galaxy Trucker.
Oh yeah, we played Galaxy Trucker.
Yeah.
Now this is a game I've always loved to play.
Yeah.
You just do not
I've
enjoy
never cared
this
for
game.
this game, but you guys taught. Well, it was you and Brian,
me,
Doug, and
Jen, and Justin.
And Doug and Jen had never played before.
Right. Justin may have played once.
I think he may have
don't
played
know.
once. He didn't know a lot about it,
So
though.
Brian actually taught the game.
Okay.
So we were playing it and everything, and then it just. I don't know, if you watch the video, you'll see it. The tension kind of gets high in this because it is one you have to go in knowing your ship is going to be destroyed.
Yes.
And may end up just limping to the finish line.
Yeah.
And it's when and if you're not prepared for that, the tension can get really strong.
Yeah.
But it's not a game that you want somebody hovering over you, telling you exactly what you have to do. And that kind of happened in this game.
Yeah, there was a lot of quarterbacking in this game.
Yeah.
And it's not a game that should be ripe with it, but it was.
It should be just fun trying to build your ships as fast as you can. And I get it. If you do before, once everybody's done, the timer's gone off and nobody can build their ship anymore, and you get ready to play these cards because there's cards that come out with asteroids and different pirates and everything.
Yeah, they give you all of the issues you're finding as
everybody
you're going through
inspects
space.
everybody's ship to make sure everything is correctly connected because they can only connect a certain way depending on the connector of the piece you're trying to connect to has to fit with the other one.
Right.
And you go through and make sure that it is correct and that if you put in an alien pod, it has to be connected to a I don't remember exactly what it was called though, but a personnel pod or whatever.
The life pods or whatever
the life
it was.
pod,
Yeah.
So it would have to be connected.
Yeah.
Because if it's not, then you don't get the alien, which is going to help you with guns or with speed. Okay, so no, you don't get the alien for that because it's not connected to that life pod. So you'd have to take that off and put 3 regular humans into it.
Yeah.
Or making sure everything was connected right, make sure the engines were facing correctly, make sure the guns were connected correctly, and then making sure if you had guns or engines that needed battery pods, hopefully you had battery pods in there, because if not, you just put them on your ship and they're not going to work because you need the batteries for it, though. But there was a few times that happened, and then when we got to our second ship, the 2 players that had never played before did not realize they were supposed to turn over the boards. I don't remember if Justin got his board correctly or not.
I don't know.
But
I was in the kitchen at this point watching on
the
the
timer
screen.
had already been flipped once, and this was during the second, so it needed to still be turned over again before the game that we had to stop, though. But they basically had to wipe their board and start all over with because they had the wrong ship up. Because each round your ship gets bigger to build.
I feel like
and that kind of rubbed some people wrong
I
during the game.
feel like
and
they
like
should
I
have
said,
just-
if you watch it, you'll see this happen, and you'll see it growing.
I feel like Brian, having taught the game, should have gone, hey, how about we just start this round over again? That's what should have happened.
Yeah, probably
and
should have.
that probably would have saved a little bit of the moves.
because at one point Doug does actually get up and leave because he stated going into the game that he didn't really like this game, but he'll play it.
Yeah.
And by that time is when he realized he did not like the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was getting late at this point. It was, by this point, you guys started the game at noon.
yeah.
So, or like not 11:30. This stream actually ran like 10 and a half hours.
The last game in the stream.
Yes, and the stream we kept the stream going for like 10 and a half hours, something like that. It went way over.
The game over.
But I never have liked the game. I don't know why.
I still like the
ship
game.
falling
It was
apart
just-
doesn't bother me. I don't think I like the speed element the speed element of having to build your ships. I think that's the part that rubs me
Well,
wrong.
that is all depends on the people you're playing with. Because
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody's building it really fast and then they start turning over the timer, then you actually have to time. If
Right.
nobody touches that timer and you just start building,
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it all
anyway.
depends.
Yeah.
So that was the last game of that live stream. So the next stream started up at what, 4 p.m.?
Well, it was close.
No,
No,
not noon.
it was supposed to be at noon. It ended up being closer to 2:30
Okay.
because, like I said, the second stream ran close to 10 and a half
Yeah.
hours.
So this is where you start off with your roaming camera.
I did.
Your
I
one
grabbed-
roaming camera where you see that the Wi-Fi was not working great with the
No,
roaming
it
camera.
was not. I would love to be able to move
So
our Wi-Fi router,
You
but
see everything, but the sound is really choppy, like at the very beginning of the whole stream.
It was unfortunately and the bad thing is the further it was fine in the kitchen, but it wasn't until I rounded the corner to go into the living room that it started getting choppy.
Yeah.
So
So Katie came back,
Yep.
handed Justin's phone off. Doug sat down to play Sega Batman.
and then the stream
And
cut off.
it cut off. The stream abruptly ended.
Yep.
And that is when Justin accidentally hit the kill switch.
Yes, on his phone because I had just handed him the phone. And instead of just turning off that program, he accidentally turned off everything.
Yeah, I heard it was like, oh no. And I looked up at the screen on the TV in the green room. I was like, what happened to the stream? And he's in there scrambling.
Yep.
So good thing the sound did not continue. I mean, there was no real curse or nothing.
No,
It's
but
just
still, it was
Justin
panic.
panicking.
Yeah.
But he calmed down. He was able to get back up within minutes.
Yeah, we were back
and
on
then
within
we sent
minutes.
it out over the air on a lot of different.
And we ended up with
things that,
several people
hey,
joining us right away,
Hey,
so
it
they
went
figured
down,
it
go
out.
here. You can see the view here. We had to switch it because it accidentally cut off. And Doug continued to play Batman. And he continued to play Batman through the entire time that the stream was down, too.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
So he just kept on playing while Justin was frantically getting this thing back up. Because if you've never done a live stream, there's a lot going into it to get things going back up. And to have multiple cameras you have to get up and have to get them back into the stream and get it all set up on it. Because he uses a streaming
StreamYard,
thing. I
Streamlabs.
think it's StreamYard that we used.
I don't remember whether there's labs
We've
or
used
yard.
Streamlabs and we've used StreamYards. I
Yeah.
think this one was on StreamYards though, but he has this whole thing set up before everything happens though. But to do a new one, he
Right.
has to completely set everything up. So,
Right.
and he was working his tail off.
Okay, so this is where actual Doug and Sarah came in, is because they
Okay,
came
so-
in. They came in during Galaxy Trucker,
So
and that's who I was going back to talk to in the roaming camera.
Part 3B is when Doug continues playing
Batman.
Doug and Doug. Oh yeah, because Doug went in and sat down with the other Doug.
The two Dougs
So
were
it
together.
was double D's going off and playing Batman.
Yep.
But the one Doug was just talking to him while he played Batman.
Yeah.
But after that, we sat down and played London Cabbie.
And Sarah without the H joined us. Sarah with the H had already left.
Yes.
Sarah without an H joined
This
us.
was Justin, Brian,
Yes.
me, Sarah without an H, and of course Katie sat down to play this. If you've ever listened to the podcast at all from the beginning to now, you've heard me always talk about London Cabbie. If you've watched our top 100s of all time, you've noticed London Cabbie is in both of it. It's a lot higher in mine. This is the game Katie played a lot when
I
she was
played
a
as a
kid.
kid.
It's also the game she found on eBay
I found it on eBay a long time
and
ago.
bought it, and I seen it sitting in the dining room on the buffet. I'm like, what is this? Why did you spend money on this game?
Classic 1970s.
Yeah. As I show people the box lid, I said it has what looks like the old Mad Magazine artwork on it.
Yeah.
And you'll have to go and watch this video. It's great. But
Yeah.
I taught the game. We played it. There was a little tense moment about where you can pick up in there. We get over it. I still kind of held a grudge if you watched the very end of the game. I still had a little bit of that. I'm still pissed at you. I don't want to be laughing here. But I still had a blast playing it. Everybody had a blast playing it. Everybody looks at this game for the first time like going, oh.
But everybody ends up loving the game.
Oh, yes, they love the game because this was the first game I've ever played. Because you and Jeff, when we played it before at Cabin Con one time, you weren't really trying to block each other.
But it always ended up that
But
we
it
were.
it would end that way just because you're going, But this was the first game we played that people were actually stopping their cars in the middle of the intersection to block somebody else to come through.
Yes.
Just so they can get to another one of their areas. Because we played a shortened game of it.
Yeah, we only played to 7.5.
To the point where I lost so miserably at this game. I didn't even get my second cab.
Nope.
You got your second cab right at the very end of the game.
I had enough money to get it, but you get it. Yeah, I never actually got it on the board.
Because you don't have to pay for it. You just have to have a certain amount of money.
$3.
And it's $3.
£3.
£3. And we only played the £7. Normally you play 10 to 15 pounds, so it's a lot longer a game. We didn't want to play the full game.
Actually, I think the book says 15 to 20, and we're like,
Maybe so.
no, that would be very long, especially with 6 players.
So I'm going to give you
5.
the reason why I ended up looking like that at the end of the game. Because I got into the rule book, read the rule book, because I know I'd seen it in the rule book before that the pickup area is from line to line. And that's what they were going off of. But I was like, but there's 2 other stops in between it, so it's kind of stopped there. And
we were going line to line.
so I read it in the rule book, and it actually says once you turn onto that street where the pickup is at, you are eligible to pick up that passenger.
And that's what we were arguing.
Yes. But my point I was trying to make, and you guys weren't having it, there was 3 different spots that actually said that spot to pick it up at. And I said, you've got to be by those 3 spots. No, you said line to line. I was like, I know I said line to line, but there's 2 places to pick up in between it. But that's beside the point.
Anyway.
They got through it. They continued to have fun. I was still, like I said, you can see it in my face in the video, and I apologize for that. I was not happy, but because I was also losing this game so bad. I don't lose this game that often.
I don't know what the deal was. You and I were doing awful.
I did a really good teach.
And who else was in that game with us? That was Brian and Sarah were just running away with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
my
Sarah
gosh.
Was the big one who
and
was
even
blocking.
Justin ran away with it because
And
he got that big one right at the
I
end.
think Justin was the only one that was not stuck in a roadblock.
Yes,
because at
in
the
the traffic
beginning
jams,
of each round, after everybody does their 20 movement,
Yep.
at the beginning of each round, you pull a
Traffic
traffic jam card and you move the traffic jams around. And if you get a traffic jam barricade put down over your car, you don't move in that game.
Or right in front of the
you.
in the
You don't
intersection
move
you're about to
because there's
enter.
no backing up. Although
We made
part
a
of the way
house rule.
through, Brian made the house rule,
Yes.
or was it Justin?
Somebody made
I
the
think
house
Justin
rule.
originally made the house rule that
You could
you
back
could
up.
back up to pick up.
You could back up around a corner.
Yes.
But we had to
And
limit
then-
it because you couldn't go more than 7 or 8
Right,
spaces.
but I think further in, people were backing up a lot just so they could turn around and get away from things.
Oh, it was
fine,
so
though.
funny.
But if you're wondering how we made these house rules, we have tokens that you get. So
Yes.
many every 2 hours, you get some tokens. And with tokens, you can spend, if you're in the game, you can spend 5 of your tokens and make a house rule for that game.
Yeah. And
If you're
it's just
not
some
in
of the
the
house
game-
rules are pretty good.
If you're not in the game and you think, oh, this would be a really cool rule for the game while
Yeah.
they're playing it, you could pay 10 tokens. Now, do they do anything? No, it's just, it limits you, but it allows the game to be more fun and
Yeah,
put
it
in
just
crazy rules.
we did it specifically for this stream. And
Yeah.
we did it a couple years ago, and it was just such a big hit.
Yeah, we did it last year.
We did it last year. We did it 2 years. We started
We've
it 2
done this
years
for
ago.
3 years now.
Yeah, this is our 3rd year.
Yeah, because last year was, I think, was when you played Mountain Goats. And
Yes.
you usually, if you ever play Mountain Goats, you have 4 dice to roll, and then you can make numbers out of it. And then I came in and made the rule. That's when you changed it from 5 to 10 if you're not in the game.
Yeah.
I told them you can roll 4 dice, but you can only use 3 of the dice. And that made the game a little interesting. Anyway, though. But if you want to know what London Cabbie looks like and plays like, go check it out. It was a lot of fun, even though I lost and was kind of grumpy at the end of the game. But like I said, I apologize for that.
All right.
So, again, we move on. And again, Sonic was a very
hit the
popular
table.
video game to play. And our son Eric actually sits down to play.
Yes.
Because he had showed up. He actually showed up for some other things and helped to tear down and
He helped tear down. He came to
get some free food and
get
snacks.
some free food and snacks because we sent a lot of leftovers home with him.
And sodas.
Yes.
He was taking all of the non-zero sugar sodas home with him because he doesn't drink the zero sugar stuff.
Yep. Okay.
But he sat down and played Sonic, and then we did our annual Goonies game.
Joe sat down and GM'd a game with Doug and Sarah and Catherine and
Doug.
And Doug.
Both Dougs,
Both
Sarah and
Dougs.
Catherine. Sarah
Yes.
without the H.
Yes. Catherine made it back from her Saturday commitment, so we were finally able to get that in. We were wondering if we were going to get it in, but it happened.
We have done this for the last 4 years. Every year we've done this, right?
This was on, and it was funny
this
because
was just a fluke thing for the first one.
The very first year, you and I were both. We had just come off of a game. You and I were both going to take a break, so they sat down to do this, and now it's just become a yearly thing.
Yeah, and we had 2 gaming tables. Then this was out the video games that first year.
Yeah, first year it was just 2 gaming tables
that we were playing, one in the dining room, one in the game room.
Yeah.
And they just went in there,
Before
grabbed it, and went in there and played it.
So, yeah, but they got in their yearly episode of Goonies. And then we sat several people. Neither of us were in this one either. What the heck? We kind of
kept them at the table, and then Brian and Justin came in.
Yeah.
And Justin, with assist from Brian, taught them family business that they had learned, that Brian had learned earlier that day.
Yep, and they played family business.
And they played it with Doug, Sarah, Catherine, and the other Doug as well. And they had a blast too. Doug H and Sarah without the H teamed together because they're husband and wife.
Yep.
They kind of teamed up against everybody else, but then they had to go with each other.
They had to go with each other to finish the game.
It was hilarious to play.
Yeah. That was funny to watch.
And then we wrap it up.
We wrapped it up with a game of Flip 7 with everybody who was still there. I think Joe was the only one. No, Joe and Doug with an H. Doug H, I should say. Both sat out. Neither of them enjoy Flip 7, I guess. I don't know. But, so yeah, it was you and I, Doug from Meeople Nerds, Justin, Catherine, Brian, and Eric actually sat in on this one too. And we played Flip 7. So we taught everybody Flip 7 that didn't already know it. And it was a lot of fun. But we wrapped that up and talked to people as donations were coming in. So that was always fun. And Justin was trying to keep that all settled. But
and at this time too, though, I just realized we need to give a big thanks to the BGI Ladies Night group.
Yes.
Because the person who usually runs that kind of got on scene. We weren't quite to our goal yet and got on Messenger and started messaging everybody on there. It's like, hey, let's help them get to it. Because I think we were like $300 or so short of making our goal yet. And they came through. We reached our goal at that time.
Yeah, we have a ladies chat going for our ladies night. We actually had a couple of chats going. So, yeah, she got on there to all 50 or 60 ladies that are in the chat.
So, thank you for all of you guys from the ladies night.
Yeah.
So, that wrapped up. Oh, and thank you, David, for finally making it. David is one of our viewers and subscribers from Australia.
Yep.
And in the first one, that we did, he actually got to play Wits and Wagers with us online through the chat.
From Australia.
He played it. So we always look forward to seeing him show up. He completely forgot that it was that weekend. He showed up with like the
last gone back and just watched it all.
20 or 30 minutes of the show. He showed up.
Last half hour or so, yeah.
Still donated. Thank you, David. And but yeah, so we look forward to seeing you next year too. But so
that was it, guys.
Is the 24. So like I said, if you haven't watched it, you can always go back. Sorry about the sound in the first game and a couple places here and there. Sorry about the drop in the third one.
We will play Green Team Wins again.
Yep.
I think that was so much fun and everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good one.
Maybe we can do that as the final game next year.
Yeah. I think that'd be a good...
actually people online can join in with us.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun. We will plan that for next year.
We'll just have a board down below us to kind of keep track of those people and what team they're on.
Yeah. There you go. I need to...
make some more green team wins.
Make some notes.
Green team things. Yep. Make some notes for that, though.
All right.
But yeah, that was our 24 hours. We were successful in making our goal, thanks to the ladies. And
well, thanks to everybody.
Right now, we're just shy of making $2,000, which would be $500 more than our original goal.
Aren't we? I think Justin said at the end of the stream that out of how many ever teams on the Extra Life website?
Oh, we are. I can tell you that right now.
Up to like 72 or something like that.
Well, no, we are currently 80 out of 1,256 Extra Life teams.
That's not bad.
We are ranked number 80.
That being
we
said,
were up into 72.
Yeah, so somebody else has gotten some donations.
But some other people have gotten some big donations. So, hey, help us get up there even higher.
Yeah.
Like I said, the link at meeplesociety.com, it will be good for the rest of the year. Yeah. And you can continue to donate. If you haven't donated, go there. You can donate whatever you can. People have donated $5. People have donated up to $200. Or actually $250. We had one pledge for $250. So anything helps. It's not like it's a competition, but we like seeing our numbers go up. And the more money we can
Absolutely.
raise, the better we feel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Agreed.
and remember next year, if you are within driving distance and don't mind staying up for 24 hours and want to join in on the chaos, hey, get a hold of us like John did. Hopefully, John, you can make it next year.
Hope
we'll
so.
see. And we'll see you then.
Yeah.
So this is going to do it for episode 113. If you like this episode or any of our content and haven't subscribed to the podcast, please do so by going to iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And while you're there, give us a rating and comment. This is how others can find the show. You can also give your support to the show by becoming a Patreon member. Just go to patreon.com/The Meeple Society. Also, if you want to donate to Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Network, go to www.meeplesociety.com. There you will find links to donate to the cause. But in the meantime, if you want to follow us on social media just to keep up with us and see what we're doing, just follow the links in the show notes. There you'll find links to Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, Discord, Blue Sky, and our merch shop. Or you can contact us directly at meeplesociety@mail.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the next one.